Middle East, Donald Trump has declared sanctions on Syria are to be lifted, and he's to meet with Syria's leader Ahmed al-Sharaa during his visit. This has been announced this very evening. The US president's in Saudi Arabia on the first leg of a regional tour. His next stops will be Qatar and the United Arab Emirates. Trump says there'll be $1 trillion of Saudi investment towards the United States. Now, for sure, there's $600 billion of Saudi cash crossing the Atlantic, which includes $142 billion defense sales that should provide Riyadh with state-of-the-art military hardware and services from US manufacturers. Trump also spoke of a new path being possible for Iran. This seems to be a new pitch from Trump. Washington's been at loggerheads since the 1979 Islamic Revolution, which overthrew the Shah. Well, let's hear Trump talking in Riyadh about Syria.
After discussing the situation in Syria with the Crown Prince, your Crown Prince, and also with President Erdogan of Turkey, who called me the other day and asked for a very similar thing, among others, and friends of mine, people that I have a lot of respect for in the Middle East, I will be ordering the cessation of sanctions against Syria in order to give them a chance at greatness. The sanctions were brutal and crippling and served as an important function, nevertheless, at the time. But now it's their time to shine. It's their time to shine. We're taking them all off, and they're going to have, I think they're going to have, based on the people and the spirit and everything else that I'm hearing about. So I say good luck, Syria. Show us something very special like they've done, frankly, in Saudi Arabia. Okay? They're going to show us something special. Very good people.
Donald Trump speaking earlier in Riyadh. Well, the reaction then, Syrian sanctions to be lifted. That's US sanctions against Syria. We spoke with our Dana Alboz. She's in Damascus.
This is a big relief for Syrians here in Syria, lifting the sanctions. This historic decision could really help the country's economy after being suffered for more than a decade of war. It's giving new hope for Syrians here in Damascus and in Syria in general, who dream of a new stable life after these years of war. As soon as this decision was announced, the sanctions became the main topic here for Syrians in Damascus and in the streets. People are talking about the relief, that they are happy, of course, about this new decision. Just a few minutes ago, I could hear and I could see fireworks going off here in the streets of Damascus for people who are celebrating this new decision. Syrians are waiting to see a real impact on their daily lives in order to have this new life and to be able to find their essential needs like medicals, for example. Minister of Foreign Affairs Assad al-Shaybani just posted on X after this announcement to thank Saudi Arabia, and he said this step is a win for what is right. As he said, the new government in Damascus has been asking Western countries to lift the sanctions since the fall of al-Assad regime in last December. This could open the door for new investments for the country, to rebuild the country and to start this process of reconstruction. We know that the streets, hospitals and schools are completely and are largely destroyed in the country. People here are just waiting as well the meeting tomorrow, and they are expecting to see a real change, while asking and hoping that the new government and new authorities here would as well go for a democratic change in parallel to this economic lift of sanctions.